Okay, I have no idea what's happening because with my camera phone here, it just went off and it was like, "Oh, I'm done with the video." It's like, "No, you're not." So I don't really want to stream this over 4G because I'm in a hotel right now. I have the Wi-Fi on, right? Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. If this is gonna how it's gonna be. Like I was saying before, I know Major League Hats. Let me see if I lost him. I know I lost him. Then he's gonna give me crap. Make sure your equipment's working. Well, it's a little bit different when you're on the road doing a show. My, he's asking, where are you? My equipment sucks and ended for me. I'm back on. Your live stream died. It cut off. Well, we all have died inside, haven't we? So, I think my phone just joined in on the party. Wanted to make sure that he was also a part of the whole experience of dying inside. What are they gonna do here? Okay, so, you know, waiting for a few people. Keep getting a lot of attention or some likes on Instagram, but taking a while for people to show up. But tonight we have a drink of choice of Green River. This is a very classic Chicago drink for uh, for St. Patrick's Day, and it's just a good classic. And it comes out, if you can see, it comes out green. And to be honest, I have not had this in a few years. But the last time I had it, it reminded me of like liquid Jello, green liquid Jello. It's still good. It's still good. So while no one's on, I'm going to talk about the nitty gritty stuff that no one. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So if this keeps happening, guys, I'm just gonna roll through with it. Really sorry. I don't know why this is doing it. I mean, I'm on Wi-Fi right now. It's probably the worst fi. Ha ha ha. Major League Hats on Twitter here. LOL. Sarcastically. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about some of the minute stuff that most people aren't really caring about. So right now I'm wearing my vote hat. That's why I'm in a hotel tonight. Tomorrow, hey, two people, look at that. Tomorrow is the 2019 primary race for Chicago for aldermanic and mayoral races. There are 14 candidates that are running for mayor. It's the record. And I'm working at Election Central in the morning from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Essentially, no breaks, no lunch breaks, or anything like that. I mean, you can get up to use the bathroom. They will provide morning food, afternoon lunch, evening dinner. And it was a lot of fun last time I did it. I stayed at a hotel next door to this place. I'm at a Hamptons. I was at a Hilton last time. And it just makes no sense to drive from north of the suburbs all the way down to Chicago at like 4 in the morning and then drive back to be back at work at 8:30 in the morning. It just doesn't make sense. So we booked a hotel room. So that's why I'm here. And there are 14 people running. It's really highly contested. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, Major League Hats is back. Yeah, the comments are kind of weird up here, so I'm gonna see what I can look at my iPad. So, 14 candidates. There's a few that are part of the quote-unquote machine. So, it's probably gonna be like the two popular candidates that win, but shouldn't really win, to be honest. Um, I'm sure Major League has commented saying something important, but I can't see it because the comments are lackluster. So I'm going to see what he said. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, this is. I'm really not pleased with the YouTube right now, so I'm gonna have to sue them eventually. So that's on my list. Manny Machado. Let's switch hats for that. That's actually going out of order, to be honest, of what I was gonna talk about, but that's fine. Whatever the people want. So, two people now. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm was really surprised with Machado signing on last Tuesday. First of all, I should have said today is a very special day. Today would have been Ron Santos' 79th birthday. So rest in peace, Ron Santos. Ron Santo, sorry. Anyways, best club ever, just about in spirit. Manny Machado got a little bit more than he should have gotten, to be honest. Is he like my uncle said? No one's really worth that much money for sports. It's just really hyperbolic, a little flamboyant. Plus, you didn't give us a syllabus. Well, a little bit hard when no one's checking their emails or getting my messenger pigeons. That's the other thing. If no one's checking their messenger pigeons or smoke signals, then how can I get stuff out to you guys? So keep checking for that kind of stuff. Okay, Major League Cats did all the way out in California. Fantastic. Look at that. Let me try one more thing here. Try to work the chat on here just to make sure. Jeez. Anyways, so yeah, Manny Machado signing is pretty big for Padres. I laughed quite a bit because the White Sox didn't get him, and like the whole build, like that was the whole focus of the year for the offseason for the White Sox, where it's like, oh, we're gonna get Machado, we're front runners almost, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Absolutely nothing. My pigeons arrive. Okay. All right, I'll make sure about those messenger pigeons. Yeah. White Sox were pretty hell bent on Machado, and it just totally backfired. I don't know if it. I mean, I think it was more of Machado just wanted to get paid. That's the whole thing about these guys. It's like a code of silence, like I said in my swap video yesterday, how he hates Chicago. It snowed too much. What? That doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, it sucks in Chicago with the snow, but that's what makes it Chicago. I mean, there's also like a relative that Manny has. Not sure what's happening. My screen's frozen. Okay. There's still audio, so bear with me here. So there's still a relative out in Chicago here for Manny. I don't know how they're related or what the relative does, but there's like that reach out. Like, hey, we have something here in Chicago for you, Manny, and I don't think it was enough for Manny. I mean, team wise, I think Manny should have gone to the White Sox, they're a little bit further progressed with their team for rebuilding. They've been doing it for a while now, and they've been getting pretty good. But now that three people. Now that Manny isn't with the White Sox, the build up there a few years ago, there was like a kind of like an idea of or a random prediction the Crosstown Classic would become a World Series in 2020, and White Sox just blew it away. Where the could have been the White Sox and Cubs in the World Series, but they ruined it. Way to go, White Sox! But they're just flashbacks I'm having of the Padres back in 2015, where they're signing and trading all these great players. Let me move something out of the way here on my phone. Like the two Upton brothers in the outfield. They got Matt Kemp. They had Brandon Morrow before. I mean, he was like a real stud. I mean, he was still good then. They got Mark Shields. They got Craig Kimbrell back in 2015, and that was also the big off season when the Cubs picked up Zobrist and Lester, and it was like a big, almost like an arms race to see who would become the more triumphal team. You know, there's a lot of like rumors. There was a lot of talk that the Padres were going to be stealing the NL out of nowhere. And to be honest, it kind of worried me a bit. It's like, these guys are pretty good. Cubby, we, not do what we did before in the last, 100 some years and win? That'd be great. And they did. So everything in 2015 that the Padres did backfired on them. Yeah, so because you got Kimbrel, who's being a little punk and holding out like Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell for more money. Are you going to talk about the Marlins? What about the Marlins that they need to skip until 2023 to be a relevant team? I mean, granted, I don't keep up with every transaction that happens with the MLB. I don't keep up with their farm systems, but it seems like who's on the team? Derek Jeter is more focused on making sure that the logo looks just as bad, and that the fish tank or the big home run sculpture centerpiece is out of Marlins Park. I think that's his primary focus right now. So once those things get done, then he can focus on the team. So that'll be great for him and the Marlins. But I know I started making some notes for my AL and NL preview video that I'm going to do in a few weeks. The week leading up to the MLB season, I'm going to do like 7 days of videos talking about baseball and hats. And I did most of the NL, finished the AL, and in the NL I talked about the Padres' homework being to kind of build around Hosmer and Machado, because those guys are going to be they're young enough where you can still build around them, but they need a lot more help. So it'll be interesting to see what the Padres do. Do they try to attract? Do they go for the NBA approach? Do they attract free agents into the south side of California, or do they trade away all these big name players that they still have left from the old era and get prospects to build up? So that'd be interesting to see what they do. Let's see, any comments here? Not yet. So that's kind of my take with Machado. With Harper, rumor today, I mean, I don't know if I've really said this before, but the thing I hate about Bryce Harper rumors is they fly off the shelf every hour. You can't keep track of them. Don't say what. Don't. Interesting. You know what? I've been partying it up here in my hotel room. I've forgotten a few things in the last few hours. I mean, this Green River stuff just does things to you. Oh, Harper. Okay, so going back into my rant. So Bryce Harper rumors are like changing every hour. You can't keep track of them. It's just like you can't even like keep focus on what he's going to be looking at. I mean, everyone know that he just wants money. That's the big thing for him. And there was a meme I saw of Dwight Schrute from The Office, and he's like 300 and a penny, kind of counteracting with what, um, okay, Giraffe Mark, with kind of counteracting with what Manny Machado signed for 300. So, random rumor of Bryce Harper signing for 330 million with the Phillies, but that was one page on Facebook, so I don't know how much credibility there is. Um, but I think it was Major League Hats that said, just keep calm and just wait until he actually signs to actually talk about it. I know that. Where are all the comments, everyone? Yeah, there's only two people on here, Major League Hats. One went away, and I'm not as popular or as a hat YouTube god like as you are. Uh, I'm kind of like, the lower end of the class spectrum here. I'm not on the popular side like you are. Was never a popular kid. Anyways, um, but I mean, the team that have always been White Sox are for sure out of the race. They've been. I get. I see Harper more signing with either probably the Phillies. I mean, the Giants have been in talks, but um, don't know if that's all so serious. I mean, there's been more serious talks about the Phillies rather than the Giants. Would I have liked the Cubs to have signed Harper? I could have gone either way, really. Wouldn't have made the biggest. Well, okay. We shouldn't have to rely on going after every single um, free agent top on the market every offseason just to make ourselves relevant. I mean, it would help, but we don't need to. We have plenty already made made up in the payroll right now with Hayward, Lester, Zobrist, and all the younger guys, Contreras, Baez, Almora Jr. to be getting a big contract time, to be honest. What Major League had to say, I realized today. Okay. Craig Kimbrell should sign with the Braves just to go back. Because it seems like they're up and coming. One person's back on, so fantastic. Just talking to myself just about. It's more interactive than with Major League Hats, because then that way I can, elude and express my sarcasm and my tone. I can't really do that through text. Major League Hats is still here. Look at that. Kimbrel should stay with the Atlanta Braves or should sign with the Atlanta Braves because I don't think that they have too much money tied up into the payroll right now, and there's just more opportunity right now and then down the line. But of course, with all these big upcoming rookies, Swanson, Albies, Acuna Jr., they're going to need their big contracts due as well. So I'm sure the Braves are also thinking long term. So we will see how all that goes. Dallas Keuchel, I really haven't heard too much about what he's doing lately. It's a little unbeknownst of what he really wants. I mean, I didn't know until like maybe 2 weeks ago that he was a free agent. So shows you how much I keep up with stuff. Um, Let me fix something here. Title around with a few things. Um, Adam Jones, I know is also in the mix, but he's another guy I didn't realize was a free agent until 2 weeks ago when Major League Hats brought it up. So, Major League Hats, is there anything else with baseball you want me to talk about? You want me to talk about how the Cubbies beat the Giants the other day, 9-5? Tyler Chatwood had the winning record, and Baumgartner lost. Gio Gonzalez, to be honest, I'm not up to date with that topic, but the only winning Cubs will do this year. Ha ha ha. For future yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Cubs do. I'll do a whole Cubs preview in my week leading up to. Look at that, came right back. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. Wow, we went like almost 20 some minutes without an interruption. Wow, that's pretty good actually. So, props to this piece of crap phone for taking that long. Um, Bud Black. Um, that's the Rockies manager, right? You're killing me. Yes. Okay. I mean, I don't dedicate myself to just one sport. I'm kind of like all over the place. I mean, my weaker sport is like the NBA, but I mean, there are some fans who like dedicate every brain cell to one sport, which is fine, which is totally fine. But for me, I kind of spread it all around, so I can't, devote myself so much brain power and brain cells to one sport at a time. I have to be versatile. That's what a professor does. That's what we do. Um, so is Bud Black on the hot seat? I mean, they had a pretty good year last year. I mean, um, what's going on with NFL free agency? Um, Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell need new homes. They're both punks. I don't care where they go, to be honest. Um, so I mean, there's no clear way I've been seeing where Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Brown could end up. Le'Veon Bell is going to be a free agent. Messing up my stream. Le'Veon Bell is a free agent. I kind of wish him luck because he's a Michigan State player. Go Sparty. Antonio Brown, he's a good player. Just don't really care where he could be traded, and he might be traded to like a subpar team of like I've heard the Jets, Panthers, Oakland, or the Raiders, or um, Washington football team, and I think that was it. Maybe the Jaguars, but who cares? Otherwise, I know that there are some other big names coming out, so maybe I'll do some research on that for another time. What's going on with? Okay, Blackhawks. Yeah. I'm back. Okay. Also, I changed hats. Um, so to be honest, I was this close to bringing my um Vegas Gold Knights hat with me tonight for the stream, and I didn't. And I been forgetting that today was the trade deadline. So I had no hockey hat with me at all. So to be honest, I went to Macy's and picked this up for 13 bucks, maybe. I think 12 bucks. So this is the Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic adjustable by Fanatics. It's got the nice logo, the original Blackhawks 1926 logo on the front. This is considered a oatmeal color. That's what the thing says. So you can see that it's bad, not the greatest lighting, but it's a nice like kind of gray black bill, and then the Winter Classic kind of Irish themed logo on the side there. The stretch fitted was cheaper, but I just liked how this had the black bill. The other one had oatmeal colored two front panels and the bill, and then the back was, and the stretch part was black. And there was also the snapback that they had for like $15, but it didn't feature the logo as big as I wanted it to be. It was like a little on the snapback. It was like a little section right here, and across it was in like 3D puff written out in Blackhawks. And I'm like, no, this has to be prominent. So, anyways, let me check some of the comments here if I can. I like that head color. Too bad it's a snapback. It's not a snapback. Yeah, you guys are just going to bear with me on this. I really appreciate the two viewers out here sticking it through with these interruptions. It's a Velcro adjustable. It's not like a regular Velcro. It's like a weird, like, shiny Velcro. This is the same kind of like Velcro that I've seen on my Adidas Dry Fit hat. That's like a dad hat. So got this recently. So let's get on to the trades. What did I do? What did I do? Okay. I'm just trying to read the comments, guys. Because circling again. Yeah, I know. So today was the trade deadline for NHL, and it was intense. It was huge. I mean, there have been some trades going around already, but today was like, if you're not paying attention, then you're missing out on a lot. And I know for Major League Hats, he's kind of new to all of this, so hopefully he's taking notes on who's going to be a big contender, who's getting good players, who's getting bad trades and all that. Because, you know, those bandwagon fans have to really keep up and, present themselves as true fans. So, with the trade deadline, some of these names, these are just bad European, Russian names to pronounce. But the first trade I wrote down here happened on Friday. I think it was. It was Zuccarello. Wait. Something about Major League Hats being on the Phillies bandwagon fan. I'm gonna try to read it on the iPad here. It's not working out on the screen here. Hey, I'm on the Phillies bandwagon. Don't hate the bandwagon. No, I'm just saying, you know, you're getting into hockey now, so just gotta make sure you're keeping notes. So yeah, this guy, some New York guy, Rangers, got traded to Dallas, and it was like a huge trade. Dallas kind of won the trade with what New York got, with the conditional picks, and lo and behold, it backfires because in Sunday's game against the Blackhawks, Dallas won that game, unfortunately. But that same guy, Zuck, I'll just shorten his last name, Zuck, got injured blocking a shot on goal, and he is out probably for the next 4 weeks. So pretty much until the end of the regular season, which is kind of funny. It's a little sad that had to happen. I mean, Dallas is a pretty okay team. I like them because they have green in their team uniform. Green's my favorite color, but they haven't been the same since like 2015, 2016 when they could have made a real threat in the postseason. There was a new comment. Let me see who it is. Is Dallas playoff bound? Okay, so see now I have to kind of balance here. Um, Dallas, I think, is still in a playoff wild card position. I think they might be the number one uh, wild card seed. Let me check that on the old iPad here. I'm just seeing how long I've been going. It says 30 minutes. It's felt longer than that, to be honest. But then again, the clock here on the nightstand is about 7 minutes faster than a regular clock. Some quick hockey scores. Toronto's up 4-3 on Buffalo. 14 left in the third. New Jersey's up 2-0 over the Canadiens. Start of the third period, and then Tampa is up 2-0. Yep. It's still doing this kind of crap. So bear with me, guys, here. But so answering the Dallas question, um, they are at 67 points. Top is just 1 point ahead of Minnesota for the second wild card spot. Then you have Colorado at 65 points, Arizona at 63 points, and Blackhawks 61. Vancouver Canucks at 60 points. Blackhawks had a really good streak going into this weekend. Blackhawks got 0 out of 4 points possible from this weekend, which is very, very sad. And Patrick Kane's point streak ended at 20 games, which is also sad. But he could be trouble for the Hart Trophy. He could be a good contender for that. I'm not going to get into those analytics right now, those notes, those statistics. We'll do that another time. Comment time. Man, if YouTube would like work. Did Simmons make a lot? Are you talking about Wayne Simmons from the Flyers? I'm just gonna wait. Oh. Yep, yeah. So Wayne Simmons got traded from the Flyers. Kind of sad. He was like a kind of a staple to that team. I mean, him and Chris Hayes got traded from their team. Then they were assistant captain. So it's kind of hard to trade an assistant captain. It's always hard. And Simmons was like a huge staple for the Flyers organization. He was really good. He was a 2017 All-Star MVP. Man, who's ever working my Wi-Fi, they're fired off my staff. I'm kicking them out of school. Simmons is traded to a better team, to be honest, for the Predators, playing alongside Subban, Pecorine, and a bunch of other guys. I mean, Nashville's good. I just don't know too many names. I don't remember too many of them. Who else we got? People are saying because of money. Yeah, I didn't read into any of why people were traded. If it was like cap space. But that was like one of the last trades to happen for the day. Like I said before, I really wish I brought my Vegas Golden Knights hat with my snapback 950 because they had one of the biggest trades of the day. They got Mark Stone on the Golden Knights Twitter page. They in all caps are like, "We got stoned." Correction, Stone. But Ottawa was having like a freaking yard sale this off season. No, this trades deadline season. They're just like sending anyone away. It's like, hey, are you good? Are you worth anything to us? Yeah. Okay, you're gone. I'll get to the Sharks in a minute. You're jumping the shark. Major League Cats. Ah, get it? Oh boy. Good thing I have a real job. I'm not doing this for a living. Don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses. That's what all my dad always says. Yeah, Ottawa traded away Duchesne, Dzingel, good defenseman. Matt Duchesne has been kind of jumping around from team to team. I think he was with Colorado Avalanche for a little bit, then went to the Wild, and then I know he went from the Wild at least to the Senators last season or 2 seasons ago. So Ottawa is the Marlins of hockey. Bingo. That is an A plus metaphor right there. Major League Hats. You win today. That yeah, and also sad because the Blackhawks barely won 8-7 against them last week. That was a fun game. If you haven't seen, I posted a few videos from that game. That was also the same game that Alex DeBrincat got a hat trick and got it at the goal that we were sitting by. Excuse me, it's the Green River here. And hockey tradition is you get a hat trick and everyone throws their hat on the ice. And I had one of my Blackhawks 5950s on, and we're all like cheering and singing along to Chelsea Dagger. And the guy behind me like tapped me on the head. I'm like, I'm not throwing my hat. I spent 10 good bucks on this hat. It was a good sale. I am not throwing away a $35 worth hat that I paid 10 bucks for just on the ice, just to never see it again. No, I'm not doing that. Blue Jackets, I mean, now they got a good deal with Duchesne, but they also got Dzingel. I mean, it's kind of weird that Duchesne and Dzingel weren't in the same package because they went to the same team. I've never really seen that happen in any other sport like that, where two teams, let's say, like the Utah Jazz and the Pacers, trade players away, and they're trading away. Jazz are sending to Indiana Gobert. It's like, okay, that's a big trade, and then they send Jay Crowder. It's like, well, why don't you just do that in the same trade? So yeah, that was kind of weird that they did it like that. But yeah, Blue Jackets are making a playoff push. Let me look at those standings again because I focused on the West before. So let's go back to the East. Yeah, so now they're in third in the Metropolitan Division. The Islanders are at 79 points. So yeah, Columbus can make a really good playoff push with their pickups. Let me look at what else I wrote down. Colorado got a really nice pickup with Brassard. Because Colorado's starting to, they're not in the playoffs right now technically, but they could make a good playoff push with him. They have good pieces. Yeah. So, and like I said before, Hayes was traded from New York to Winnipeg. New York was also having a field day. They're having a yard sale with their players, and cleaning house a bit themselves. So, moving on to the Detroit San Jose trade, that is really no news, to be honest, because I looked up through Nyquist's stats. Oh, I'm sorry, Nyquist, whatever his name is. He's a Detroit Red Wing. I don't care about him. Screw the Red Wings and screw the Blues, by the way, just to make that statement clear. Yeah, he's only had 5 goals this month already. He's got pretty subpar numbers. He's got 49 points only this season. It just doesn't seem like that big of a pickup for the Sharks. I don't know what they gave away. I don't remember, but that was kind of okay. You traded that guy. You made trade news because you made a trade. Big whoop. Just like the Pittsburgh and so looking at the playoff picture now, let me go back to the standings here, and I keep forgetting the specific numbers. Um, so yeah, I mean, really, all you need to know is it's Tampa Bay against whoever finishes top in the West. Because right now, Tampa Bay is at 98 points. They had one of their players get to 100 points as a player before the team did. That is huge. I heard that has not happened in about a decade or so. That's pretty impressive. So obvious President trophy winner, and poised to win the. I think they have the Wales Trophy, so they're poised to win the Wales Trophy. The only threat I see to Tampa Bay would be the Islanders or Boston. It would probably be the Islanders because Boston would have to face Tampa Bay in like the second round. Excuse me, and I think Tampa Bay could make easy win out of that. In the West, um, right now it's Calgary, 85. San Jose was 82, and then Winnipeg was 78. So San Jose is probably going to be the one to come out of the West. I'm thinking I would like the Golden Knights to come out of the conference, but that's just my bias. So I'm going to move on to another subject, unless someone had one more hockey thing they wanted to mention to me in the comments down below. Just gonna sip my Green River, and if no one wants to have any other comments about hockey, I'll move on to a few closing things. What do we got? FYI, the Sharks gave up the second rounder for NyQuil. He is having his most productive season since 2013 with 49 points in 63 games. All right, so maybe he'll two. Okay. So yeah, so maybe he'll move up to the third line. Two second rounders. Okay. So yeah, maybe he'll be a third line guy if he's having that great of a season. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you for the research there. I'm usually better with the research, but technology is limiting me right now. I don't have my laptop, and even if I did, that would be even be a bigger hassle because it can only work if it's plugged in. So, all right, I'm going to then move on. I'm going to show you actually, two more new hats. So, I'm going to try to read the comments from here. Jeez. Yeah, I want to see all the chat. Oh my baseball. Okay, quickly, Tampa Bay Rays. Like I said in my like preview thing, I think that they could be a trade or two away from making the AL East like hell, where they could make it really competitive. And if they're careful enough and they're really good with their trades, I'll have to specifically look into who they need. I think I wrote down like maybe an infielder, but they could possibly get into the second wild card spot. And join the Yankees and Boston for the postseason. So that's my take. I mean, you trade away Cooper. No, Archer. Yeah. The he went to Pittsburgh, and you're smoking. This is actually a non-smoking hotel room. Thank you very much. And I haven't smoked in quite a long time. I think the last time I smoked a cigar was, oh, it was in November. It was actually the last November 9th. The last time I smoked a cigar. So, yeah, no, I'm not smoking anything. Majorly hats. There's no smoking in my classroom at all. Um, yeah, they trade away Archer and need to rebuild the starting rotation. And they're kind of like weird thing about starting the release pitcher, then getting into the opener. I've been hearing about it. I can't make my own conclusion if it's a good call or not to continue doing. So I'm just gonna keep doing research on that until my upcoming video. So let me get into my new hat. Is that okay with everyone? I'm sure you're here to see new hats, right? I'm just waiting for comments. The Cubs should go with an opener. What do you mean, opener? Go with an opener. Let me try to fix my iPad here because it's dying on me. I can't have you die on me too, buddy. What do you mean about opener for the Cubs? Like we should trade for an opener? I mean, we have a pretty solid starting rotation. Okay, chat, what do we need to get rid of? Oh, okay. They should. Okay. I mean, Joe Madden is a crazy son of a gun. So I'm almost surprised that he didn't start this kind of trend. That he wasn't the one to be like, hey guys, let's do something batshit crazy and start with a reliever just for a joke. Like, all right, I'll just go into the dugout and be like, um, he hates. I'm kidding. You hate that concept. But I could see Madden just walking in to the dugout in the clubhouse, and he's like, Edwards Jr. or Strope, you're starting. No, I'm a reliever. No, we're doing something crazy today. We're just gonna have fun. So and then it's like, oh, then we'll get Lester on the mound after 2 innings of you. Yeah, yeah. Madden is crazy. I mean, there are so many examples of him being crazy with his antics. I need to actually document them down so I can fully indulge on them next time. Okay, can we move on to a new hat that you just saw me uh, pull over? All right, I'm just gonna go with it anyways. So this hat is considered number 96. This hat is considered number 96 on my collection. 95 I'm doing a special video for later on. I just need to make the video. Actually, I've been distracted with some political stuff recently, but this was a part of a this was just on clearance, but I got it because I needed it. I wanted to get this team's hat just to say I have like all. Did it again. So this hat is just to say I have all four of my favorite um, Chicago teams as some sort of 59 or 5950 hat or new era hat, but I have the Chicago Bulls doubles 5950 all black. This is 7.5. It's on sale. It's actually $20. But let me tear the sticker. I mean, I've had this sitting with all the stickers on for quite a while now, like maybe 2 weeks. Just hadn't had the time to actually get it on camera. So they peel the sticker away. So if anyone wants a free 7.5 sticker, let me know. It'll be in the trash somewhere in the hotel trash. Um, so actually, when I first got this hat, it was kind of weird. Like, I mean, not bad weird. It was good weird that when I go to the State Street lids always, about 95% of the time, because it's closer. It's like maybe an 8-minute walk from my downtown job. And this time, guy gets the bolt head out of the bag. He's like, "Oh, do you want to try it on? You know, just to make sure that it fits." And I'm always used to like, "Oh, the clearance hats are final sale. You know, if it doesn't fit, boop, shit, you're out of luck." But no, it was nice that they did that. Today there was a very interesting confrontation when I was getting another hat done. Some guy was complaining about like, "Oh man, you didn't give me my change back. You didn't give me my receipt," and he was like ballistic. He was getting very irritated with the staff, and he called the freaking cops right in the middle of the store, right at the register. Like, yeah, they took my change and they're holding money from me. They didn't give me my receipt, and I'm like, what street are we on? 125 South State Street. It's like, what the hell's going on? I've never seen something like this happen before in any kind of store, and not just a lid store, but like any store where like someone just calls the cops, and it was just the weirdest thing. I wasn't really paying attention to it, and I was trying to finish up my transaction, and I'm like trying to like not get in the way and like just stay out of it. It's like, I can pay for my thing when I come back and get it. I'll come back for it. I don't want to get involved with this. Okay, I'll just pay the money now and just run. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was weird. So I hope that the cops didn't really come and that customer got banned for life. Um, Probably a White Sox fan. Anyways, so yeah, so I have a Bulls Nike um, adjustable hat. I have a Bulls Nike with a red bill, like an adjustable and very curved brim, and it's very very wool, and I don't usually wear it because of that. But but oh, Houston-born white guy, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see from you. Good to hear from you. Yes, the real Jeff is now in the house. So I just figured I would need an official Bulls 5950 before I reach my 100th mark. So so I'm spoiling this right now that I have already purchased my 100th hat. I'm hanging in there. All right. Glad to hear you're doing well, Jeff. We're with you in the class. The class is always behind you. The class is always supporting each other in any and every way. So let us know what we can do to help. Um, so I wanted uh, a black hat, especially because I didn't like the idea of the. Oh, I know I'm going back to this. Um, Hats for life. Because I didn't want a red hat because of the Bulls logo kind of meshing with the red, but I'm being a little bit hypocritical here because I have a Utah Jazz 5950 that has the navy background, the navy cap, and the navy logo. So F me, I guess. Call me a hypocrite. Whatever. Whatever. You can put it in your professor review notes at the end of the semester. I don't care. I'm cherry picking at that point. But yeah, I had to get it because. So this is hat number 96. I already have purchased hat numbers 97 through 100, 101, 102, and 103 technically. I'm getting out of order here, but I will be doing a 100th hat spectacular. I ordered the new Marlins, but it was made in China, so I sent it back. Yeah, that's a good idea. Personally, if it goes down in price again, I might get the old Neon M Marlins hat. Yeah, get used to it. Yeah. So yeah, if they drop the prices of the 5950s for the old Marlins hat in all black with the white M on the front and the fish coming out, I might get it just for the heck of it. But I might be preferable to a low profile just because that's me. But if it's a $20 flat brim, I'm fine with it. I'll take it. I'm just more preferable to the low profiles. Pardon my French, made in China. Ooh, China, the new C word. The C word for hat collectors. Yeah, I had looked up into why the prices were going up for all the new, not all the new, but for the 5950 hats now. And long story short, it has to do with tariffs. So essentially, thanks, Trump. Yep, Trump messed it up for us with all his tariff war crap. Do you have a cotton mouth? What do you mean by that, Major League Hats? Elaborate for the class. Oh, that's a cop out. Okay, but I mean, okay. Yeah, this is a yeah. Sorry, guys. Dry mouth. Oh, because I'm drinking so much Green River. No, it's just good stuff, man. That's the thing. So Major League Hats is a little bit more up to date with the tariff situation and national news than I am. Um, Considering I'm the political guy, interesting. We have a first in the class here. The teacher got upstaged. Oh wow. So speaking of politics, like I was talking in the earlier portion of this video about my vote hat here. This is a very nice hat. It's a New Era 950 snapback. Sergio's Major League Hats favorite. Um, Made in China. China. Uh, with a very nice soft cotton. Like I mean, soft wool. It's like one of my softest hats that I own, other than like a winter hat. So right now it's kind of election season for municipalities. So make sure that you're keeping up to date with your own municipalities and what's happening with your local politics, because that affects you more than you would think, because that's where the base of your taxes go to. So for me, I am taking an initiative. I am taking the next step. And in this bag, I have designed. This is designed by my brother. I touched it up just a bit, only because I wanted to use the logo for a long time, not just for 2019. But I have here my first official campaign hat. So look at that. So originally, the two bottom stars were not there, and it said 2019. So if you didn't see my Instagram post the other day, I am running for village trustee in Mount Prospect. So let me put this on here. Oh, it's a little tight. I got the hat from Amazon, and it just came today. It's like a cotton dad hat, and originally I got like a beige hat, but my brother's logo that he made was fit better with a navy look. So let me try to pull up his original design. because I mean, his design is like really good when he did making Nadal like really stick out. Um, because I'm a write-in candidate, so it needs to be a lot of like name recognition and to make sure people know how to spell Nadal. Because that's gonna be a hard part. I mean, if I didn't show it to you before, you wouldn't have known how to spell Nadal. So this is his original design, and you can't see it because it's backwards, but it says 2019 on the bottom. I mean, I kind of like that too, but um, I wanted something that would like last me for a while. Thanks, Houston. Thanks, Jeff. Other Jeff. um, so I'll be wearing this to like when I go to board meetings and coffee with council and some other events that the board has, and it's gonna be my main go-to hat. And I didn't want to make it a snapback or a fitted 5950 or something flat brimmed. It would show off like too much usefulness. Do you ever get any? No, I don't usually. Um, do you ever? My name is yeah. My sister. That's her favorite part in that movie. Um, 22 Jump Street. The other Jeff is referencing where in the beginning, Channing Tatum is kind of being a stiff, or he's just like not talking, and all of a sudden he's like, "My name is Jeff," and it's just, my sister cracks at it. It's funny for her. So yeah, I always get those "My name is Jeff" jokes, and whenever one of my coworkers says that at Fresh Time, like, "My name is Jeff," I'm like, "Hey, identity fraud is not a joke. Your name is not Jeff." Okay, there are no celebrity crushes in my class. Well, okay, maybe Channing Tatum is an exception, but keep our eyes forward on the hats, Major League hats. So yeah, so this is I wanted a dad hat for my campaign hat, just pretty simple design. Don't steal, don't steal Jim and Dwight's line. uh, nice. So I'll just show you the back a bit. It's just a simple belt loop there. Um, if you really want to know what the brand is, it's that. I don't know what it entirely is. Chokid, Chocoleo ish. Um, oh, look at that! It's also made in China. So yeah, my whole campaign about American stuff is off the tracks. Well, oh well. So wow, already an hour into this. Really appreciate everyone watching this. I mean, that's all I have, unless someone else has something to say. Wonder what my retro Astros batting practice will look like. Um, Astros are a good team. They've always had good designs. So should be a good hat for a pickup. What happened to your MLB? Okay, so my MLB predictions is going to be, so the week leading up to the opening pitch for the first day of the major leagues, the first day of the baseball season this year. That's when the week before I'm going to do all these videos. I'm going to do and I don't remember the order, but the videos I'm going to do are AL and NL preview. Kind of do some talking about that. I'm going to go over the what was it? Oh, if you were to join, a new team, if you were to become a Baltimore Orioles fan, what's the one hat you need to, you know, be a standard fan? Like, what's the number one hat to get if you had to get a hat from each team? So kind of like not my favorite hat from each team, but kind of like the standard from each team. So that's the three videos. Um, Going over all my Cubs hats, going over at least my 100th hat, if not the 97, 98, 99 hats. Um, and I'm also doing a movie review of a baseball movie, and it's not Sandlot. It's a historic movie, so that's where my predictions are gonna come. So it'll be sometime in March. They'll come out. I need to record them soon because I'm having wisdom teeth surgery in 2 weeks, and I'm not looking forward to that. So F me about that, and so that's what will be happening with the predictions. Um, I was saying something and you interrupted me. Oh yeah. Let me know still if you're interested in a fantasy baseball league. Top winner will get a any Major League 5950 hat they want. If you want a Cubs hat, fine. Or if you want to be a troll like my friend Phil, who I went to high school with but lives in St. Louis now, he commented, he's like, I want to play just so I can win, and you have to buy me a Cardinals hat. So if so be it, then so be it. So let me know if you're interested in fantasy baseball. We'll try to do that maybe 2 weeks before opening day. Um, and with my hats that my four hats I ordered from Fanatics, I got actually got $50 back. I got my $10 back in my credit card, and then $40 back on my Fanatics gift card because I ordered it on one day on last Tuesday, and it was guaranteed to get to me by the 22nd on Friday, and if if it didn't get to me in time, with free expedited shipping, the whole order was going to be free. And guess what got to me on Saturday morning? The order. So I got $40 back from Fanatics. Um. So I'm looking at a few, of course, Cubs hats, but the I'm looking at maybe getting a Atlanta Braves road hat, the all navy one, 5950, low profile, of course. That'd be a cool one to have. So maybe we'll do a live stream of like which hat I should buy, and like whatever you guys vote on, I'll buy. Reinvest your money into real hats. Get a brewer. The the team up north that plays at Wrigley North. Who are those guys? Who are those guys? Rangers suck. Go Astros. 100% behind that one. I mean, well, I just like the Astros a bit better. My brother played for the Astros when he was in elementary school baseball, and that was when they had like the old red logo, and they're in the NL Central. So it's been that long. But yeah, I don't know who this Brewer team is you're talking about. But he would get an Astros hat. He had to pick a bad team. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Major League hats. Is that the man who? The man who? Which man? Four people? Yep. Oh yeah. Look at that. Um, it's Prof Hatter. What's up, Michael? How are you doing? Yeah, you're coming in towards the end of the stream here. Unfortunately, it's nearly 8:50, and to be honest, I have to make a phone call to someone, and then get to bed because I have to be up at 4 in the morning, and I need to go to bed at like 10-ish. At least get into bed, and then to fall asleep. Because I remember last time back in November, I went to bed at like 11, and that was like really bad for me. But it wasn't that bad in the morning, to be honest. And I was actually on time. I was early in November for the election. Call a friend. Um, I mean, we'll see if they even pick up. Um, I was just calling my one of my coworkers who used to work with us downtown, and she left for other jobs, which is fine, and we've stayed in touch. Prank call a pizza place and have them deliver to White Sox field. Um, Speaking, okay, two jokes off of that. I'll do the first one quick. I should order from Portillo's and say, "Hi, I like ketchup on my hot dog," and make them have a heart attack. Or call Gene and Jude's. Gene and Jude's, they would have a heart attack if you say, "Can I have hot dog? Can I have ketchup on my hot dog?" Now, personally, I like ketchup on my hot dogs. I know that is a cardinal sin in Chicago. That is why when I'm running for president in 2032, and even for governor in the in 2022, that's how I'm going to lose the Chicago vote. Not because I'm Republican, but because I put ketchup on a hot dog. That's how I'm losing my Chicago vote. I've accepted that fact. But if you look up Blues Brothers is a fantastic movie. The car that they use, the Bluesmobile, came from Mount Prospect. I'll do a video on the Blues Brothers sometime. I'll get a Blues Brothers hat and show you guys some fun footage. But Elwood Blues, played by Dan Aykroyd, does a little prank where he falsifies his address when he re-registers, and he re-registers it at 1060 West Addison. That is Wrigley Field. And these Illinois Nazis that the Blues Brothers ran over practically, or ran off a bridge. Watch the movie; it makes better sense in context. They try to hunt him down, and they're like, "He better pray that the police get to him before we do." So they look up his address, and the assistant's like to the leader, "We got him. We got his address." The guy's like, "All right, let's go get him." They park at Wrigley and like the address, and that's when the top not Illinois Nazi guy says, "Mr. Blues has effed up. He's not gonna F up again. He just better pray that the police get to him first." So that's where I'm getting that joke from, calling about a pizza to White to the cell. I mean, you don't even have to call for a pizza to the cell to be funny. I mean, that's almost like dangerous to just to go down to the cell by yourself. Call Sergio and ask for a snapback. I I'm gonna say it. I am ordering a hat, especially for Major League hats, and for some reason I couldn't ship it from to your PO box, and I looked it up like how to send it to your PO box from Lids, and I asked Lids chat room, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't ship to PO boxes." I'm like, "Well, then the hell with you." So I'm picking it up sometime probably this week or maybe early next week, and I'll ship it to you. So you don't know what kind of hat it is, but you'll like it. Trust me. It's a nice fitting hat for baseball season that you'll like. So, oops, maybe I said too much. Just ask me for a silly address. Okay, I mean I'll do that, but once I get the hat, then I'll send it out to you. There's been some comments going. Go Astros, of course, yeah. Um, what else do we have here? We have a low iPad charging. Michael, I'm doing another hat unboxing soon. Soon, my dude. Be prepared, since maybe one of your guys' favorite teams, hopefully. All right, all right. I'm telling you guys, this Green River stuff. If you can't find it anywhere, go get it shipped to you. It's good stuff. It's a tradition. Excuse me. And also coming up on Thursday is Punchki season. Punchkis are going to be huge. I'll be really excited for that, especially when I'm going to my hometown bakery. right now, if you can spell Punchkis, I might ship you a hat. Yeah. So I'd like to see someone try to spell Punchkis, and I'd be really entertained to see who could spell Punchkis right. Dude, you're chugging. Dude, you're drank the whole thing. Next time, chug it. That time it would be a whole lot funnier. I mean, I still have a water bottle, and I still have a mug, root beer. So I mean, I could chug the root beer, but it's mug. It has a sting to it. What is Green River stuff? My Jeff asked. So, Green River is pretty much a Chicago original, as you can see. Um, Let me read the history. Rich in history, as Prohibition was established in 1919, Green River Soda was introduced to the world. The lime-based soda, with its distinctive vivid green color, was an immediate hit. Today we celebrate the Green River's rich tradition. You can go to greenriversoda.com, and I mean the Chicago River is dyed green for St. Patrick's Day. So it's like not a direct connection, but it's a loose connection. Um, so at Target today, I'll show a pic. Oh wait, let me find it on my iPad here. I was at Target getting the Green River, and Green River is kind of like, for me, it's like lime. It's like a lime Jello in a drink form. Um, so yeah, I was at Target getting the Green River, and I saw this hat, St. Patrick's Day. It has a beer opener in the hat. Just let that sink into you guys. That's that's crazy. That's like real Irishness. I'm not Irish. All right, signing off for Major League Hats. Thank you for coming in and stopping by. So I mean, we'll be wrapping up soon, anyways. Um, but yeah, having a beer opener in your hat, Bill. That's, I don't know, ingenious or just lazy. But I don't drink. All right, what do we? I'll have to. My favorite soda is Big Red Matters. Big Red Matter Effect. All right. And also it's green. As I said before, green's my favorite color. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up around here now. Um, Been a lot of fun. I mean, when the camera wasn't having difficulties, which if you weren't here in the beginning, there were plenty of difficulties. So next time I'll try to figure out why that keeps happening. But otherwise, in the future, you'll just have to bear with me that, I get interruptions like this all the time. I prefer Pepsi. I mean, I could go either way with Pepsi or Coke. I just prefer Coke. But as they would say down here at Billy Goat, Coke or Pepsi, no Coke. Pepsi, no Coke. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Pepsi, no Coke. SNL skits. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Great stuff. Take care, Professor Hatter. I turned on notifications. Fantastic. You'll always be on time for class, even if I am not. All right, so we're gonna end that. We're gonna end it right here officially, not just by the stream cutting off, but of course, thank you everyone for attending class. Everyone who didn't, F. Remember, we're always looking out for everyone in the class, and hats off to